beautiful unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. And this week's new makeup releases going on the wish list are not, and I have to say, makeup companies have been going crazy these weeks. Like, so many things has been announced or come out, and I'm just like, ooh, it's so much. And I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I am going to talk about a whole bunch of them, at least things that like in one way or another is intriguing me, or is intriguing me to not buy it. Like, it's like an instant no. Also, I am gonna mention some indie things, because I try to bring up indie things as well. If there's any things that you would like me to talk about in the future, one of these videos, remember to tag me on like Instagram or snap me or send me direct messages or anything like that, because I have gotten a lot of those this week and it's been so much fun. I have this series every Sunday, and I will leave the playlist up here if you want to check out some of the last ones. I also try to like get back like on the things that I mentioned that I wanted to buy and tell you whether or not I bought them. And I actually wanted to mention two things that I picked up. I am on a low buy, in case you don't know. I am on a low buy until the end of March, but I did pick up two things. Well, one of them, which is this e.l.f. Matte for Matte Jewel Pop, I picked this up around Christmas, like when it was released. Open up! It is this all matte eyeshadow palette with lots of colors. It is what I have on my eyes today, and I did film this look with this palette so that you can see like a look with it and how I feel about it. I also did pick up this one. I went out of my goof proof and I went out of my tattoo liner, so I wanted to buy new of those because I use those pretty much every time I do my makeup. But I didn't hit the free shipping thing, so I picked up one of these Sephora brand new lipsticks. I got mine in Tan Lines, which is the cream finish. It is what I have on today, and I like this. I like this a lot. The taste of it isn't that nice, but the finish of it and how it goes on and how it feels is amazing. So I thought it'd be better for me to pick up something that I've actually talked about wanting to try than to pay for shipping, because I don't want to pay for shipping. So I do have those two things. That's what I wanted to say, and you will see at least the palette and the lippy as well in this look that I have filmed. I don't know when it's coming up, but it's gonna come up in a bit. I also wanted to touch on that I have been trying, like I want to try and tell you my uploading schedule in the community tab here on YouTube, so that you will be able to see what videos is coming the next week. So I will try to put that up before every weekend, so that you can see what videos are coming up next week. This week I did announce that I'm doing my top 5 peach highlighters on Monday. I might change that until to another video that I want to get up instead. But if I do end up switching that around, I will just change the top 5 peach highlighters until Friday instead, so you will get 6 videos next week. So we will see how that works out. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, you will see. But anyways, if you want to see the uploading schedule for next week on my channel, just check out the community tab on my channel page and you will see what videos are coming up. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's start with the thing that I got tagged in a zillion times, and that is this one. Juvia's Place is finally announcing the festival collection that they have been teasing for a bit. It is in eyeshadow palette with 9 pans. It looks like it's going to be the same size like the Zulu, the Saharan 2 and the Deuce palette. And they also are announcing that they're bringing out their first liquid lipsticks. It is a set of 2. It seems like it's a set of 2. One seems like a black or an almost black. I don't really know. And one is an orange. I'm gonna buy all of this. I love Juvia's Place so much. I love their shadows. These mattes, like the colorful ones, they seem like almost neon, and I like that. I'm not that thrilled about the last row, although I think that they might actually fit in with the theme. But if it was my palette, I would have done something else. I'm guessing the palette's gonna be like $20 like the other ones are. I don't really know the price. Let me get my phone. Like the price for the liquid lipsticks. Let me see if I can see, because I have like saved a lot of these. It's coming on February the 15th, which is pretty soon, and normally Juvia's does a sneak peek, like a pre-launch, so remember to follow their Instagram if you want to see the pre-launch. There's a lot of codes out there to save you 10%. I wish I had a code with Juvia's. Why don't I have a code with Juvia's? I always like feature them on my page. They should. Like, I don't see the price of the liquid lipsticks. Oh wait, maybe here. No. It doesn't seem like anybody knows the price of the liquid lipsticks, so I don't really know what they're gonna be, but normally Juvia's Place isn't really an expensive brand, so I'm guessing they're gonna be somewhat affordable. I'm guessing the palette is gonna be somewhere around like $20 or $21 like it has been before. So yeah, I am gonna pick that collection up because I told you in the beginning of my low buy that I'm only gonna buy things that I either run out of or things from my favorite brands that release that I really want to get my hands on. And Juvia's Place is definitely one of them. So that's probably gonna be, I'm guessing, the only thing I pick up before I go to New York in the end of March, which is when my low buy ends. Another one that's been releasing, like teasing that they're releasing a new eyeshadow palette is Kylie Cosmetics. It is called Blue Honey. This looks nice, and somebody told me that that shimmery blue color looks like Lakeshore from Coastal Scents, and yeah, it does. If you want to get that kind of eyeshadow that's like a teal minty shimmer with a gold shift, just get Lakeshore from Coastal Scents. It looks exactly like that one. I don't mind the mix of these colors. It looks like a pretty eyeshadow palette, and the swatches that I've seen look really nice, but I'm not gonna pick this up. First of all, I'm not like... The Kylie Cosmetics and the Kim Kardashian Cosmetics is not one of my favorite brands. I have bought some things from Kylie Cosmetics and I don't dislike them at all, but it's not one of those brands where I'm like super excited when she releases new things. And I don't think that this eyeshadow palette is anything special. It is a neutral eyeshadow palette with a yellow and two like blues. And if you want to get something blue, I wouldn't get a Kylie palette. That's just how I feel. So I'm not gonna pick that up, and it's probably gonna be like $40 or something as well. What does it say here? That's normally what it is. It's available January 23rd, which is my birthday, which is on Tuesday, so it's this week. And I'm guessing it's gonna be like $40 or $45 or something like that, which usually is the price of her eyeshadow palettes. And also Sephora Pro is releasing a beautiful is it 5-pan eyeshadow palette? Or is it 6? Looks like 6. Yeah, it's 6-pan palette. And I've been tagged in this a lot as well. And the last Sephora Pro palettes that came, they never reached Sweden, so I could never buy them because there's no way for me to get something from Sephora that is not in my country, because Sephora in US, they don't ship to PO boxes and they don't ship to my country, and if it doesn't reach Sephora in my country, I can't buy it. So I already have all of these colors, so I'm not going to pick it up, but it does seem like a fun palette, and it does seem like something fun that you could get if you want to get into bright colors and you don't want to buy like a big palette. And I have heard that the Sephora Pro eyeshadows are of good quality from people who have tried them, so I don't think that this is something bad to buy at all. Is it already available? Ready to drop. Coming soon. No, I don't think it's available yet, but I don't think that this will be a bad purchase if you want to try something colorful, and if it's available in your country. I don't think it will be available in mine. Another thing that I have been tagged in a lot is that Christen Dominique is releasing her new brand, which is her own brand, which is Dominique Cosmetics, and she's releasing a Latte palette. And there are two reasons why I'm not getting this. This is basically in the same pile of palettes like the Kylie palette. It is a neutral palette disguised to be unique by throwing in 2 shades that most beauty gurus are not going to use anyways. It is a beautiful like magenta purple and then a beautiful teal blue. They're pretty. I think they're pretty, but the other ones, they're not for me. And 3 like bronzy, champagne-y, rose goldy shimmers. I don't think that this is a fun palette. I would have rather just bought the 4 shades there are on the side, the 4 shades to the right, like those 4 mattes. I would have rather just bought a quad with those 4. That's just my opinion. And also, I don't follow Christen Dominique. I don't watch her channel. I think that's mainly because she mostly does very neutral, more everyday makeup, and that doesn't really inspire me, so I actually am not following her. I have no opinions whatsoever on her as a person or as a beauty guru, so that's probably one of the reasons why I'm not picking it up. Another thing that's going to be really like easy for me to say no to is the new face palettes by Natasha The Nona. These are called Darya and Citrus is the one that's more for darker skin tones, and these are $89 each. And I don't care if this is the most amazing thing ever. I never think that makeup is worth that much money. I never would buy a face palette for almost $90. That is too much. That's crazy. I will never think that makeup is worth that much money. So when I see that price tag, I don't even care what's in it. Because I would never pay that much for a palette. I think it's ludicrous and I'm not getting this, and it never even crossed my mind that I would get this. I'm sorry, I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it even if this is the best face palette ever. I don't see how this could be worth it. And I'm sorry if you pick this up or if you think that this is worth it, you do you. Like, seriously, nobody should tell you how to spend your money as long as you're not putting yourself in debt. Don't put yourself in debt. Not sure which one of those it is, but don't put yourself in debt just to get this palette. Like, but if you want to spend that much money and if you have that money, you do you. Nobody should tell you how to spend your money, but I'm not getting this. Even though I could afford it, no. It's the same with this Decadence eyeshadow palette by McGrath Labs. I would never pay that much for an eyeshadow palette. And to be honest, this color scheme, I have this color scheme because I have a lot of foiled eyeshadows in these jewel tones. So for me, this is nothing new, and I don't even care if her eyeshadow palette formula, like if that formula is better than the ones I have, I don't care, because I mean, I only have this much lid space. I don't think that people is gonna see that difference. I'm sorry, maybe I'm being like very negative here, but I just don't get it. And this one is already available for $125 if you feel like you want to get it, but I'm not. Another thing that is really exciting is the Pinky Rose Cosmetics. You know, I told you I might wanted to try them, and now they're releasing those like Stila glitters dupes, like their own colors, and they are releasing them in a bunch of colors, and I think that these are actually like Zodiac inspired. So this one is hitting two of the trends that I actually thought that we were gonna see in this year, which is more Zodiacs and more liquid glitters, and here they are. I think these are beautiful. I think that some of these colors are really pretty. The reason why I haven't picked anything up from Pinky Rose yet is because I heard a little bird whisper in my ear that they are coming to Beauty Bay, and if that is true, I want to wait until they get there. But I don't know if they are. Did anybody else hear this rumor? Because if they are, I am waiting for them to release on Beauty Bay. But I think that these look really pretty. Let me see what the cost is. Oh, I don't see the price. It says it was officially launched on IMATS, but it will be launching soon on their webpage. So I don't really know if they're available now or not, but they're cruelty-free, smudge-free, and no fallout. Looks amazing. So yeah, I do want to try that at some point. Yes. One of the things that I am most excited about is that Luxie Beauty, one of my favorite brands, is releasing a new collection that she is calling Dollhouse. And the promo picture, the first she's released, was like, oh, it looks so like decadent and just glamorous and purple. And then she released this sneak peek of 3 of the mattes. That olive green matte, oh, so beautiful. So I actually have this collection coming to me. It is already sent to me by Luxie. I am affiliated with Luxie, so keep your eyes open. This collection, I think, is coming on the 26th. Yeah, the 26th of January, which is really soon, and I am hoping to have a video up until then, before then. When is 26th? Isn't that like next week? Oh gosh, it's Friday. So yeah, maybe... I don't even know. I'm hoping to have it up before the 26th. Oh, I already have my uploading schedule. I didn't even think of this. Should I have had this in consideration? Maybe. Oh, is next week going to be one of those weeks when I release 7 videos? You know what? Maybe it will be live before the 26th. Okay, maybe. But I will have that video up soon. But keep an eye on my community tab to see when I'm uploading that. I will upload it, but maybe before the 26th. This is really messing up with my plans here. I got plans. You know that Colourpop is also releasing new things. They're always releasing new things. First of all, they're releasing 2 palettes. Give It To Me Straight and In Nudendo. In Nudendo? Oh, is that like a Nintendo? It almost sounds like Nintendo. Am I too geeky? Am I thinking it sounds like Nintendo? These are super boring. I'm not getting it. End of story. But they're also releasing bullet lipsticks that they call it Luxe. New product, Luxe lipsticks. I love bullet lipsticks. I hope these are satin finished. If they are, I'm getting a bunch. I hope they're affordable. this is something that I'm keeping my eye open for. I will order from Colourpop if these lipsticks are not an ultra matte finish. If these are anything but an ultra matte finish, I'm totally getting some of these. I only have the sneak peek. The bullet looks like it has some stars on it. It's super beautiful. I'm definitely going for this. Are they gonna release before my no-buy is over? Yes, probably. This is gonna be hard. Becca is jumping on the duochrome highlighter palette train about 2 years after Moonchild has been released, about 3 years after indie brands has already made this trend something big. Ocean Jewels highlighter palette, blah blah blah. It's probably gonna be like $40, something like that. Coming soon, exclusively at Sephora. I already have this, and you probably already have this as well. It looks beautiful, the palette is beautiful, but I can promise you that if you have one of those duochrome or iridescent highlighter palettes, or if you have a bunch of highlighters since before, or if you're like me and you really love the highlighters from the indie brands, you have this and you definitely don't need another. Do I have some more things I want to mention? Yeah, new concealers from Beauty Bakery, and I saw 2 pictures, one that's really light and one that's really dark. So this tells me that they have a really big range of colors. I haven't gone to their webpage to check in the actual selection, but it's already available, and I don't think that they were that expensive. I don't remember. But I don't think that they were that expensive. I will try to put the price somewhere here so you can see what the price actually is. But if you're into trying a new concealer, this could be something fun. I have never bought anything from Beauty Bakery, but Beauty Bay does carry Beauty Bakery, and if they get the concealers, I might order one from there, because I'm always into trying new concealers. I like concealers more than I like foundations. But yeah, if this comes to Beauty Bay, I might end up picking one up. I think it's fun that a lot of brands are now branching into concealers and bringing them out, so keep your eye open for this one. I think that maybe I mentioned everything I want to mention. Oh yeah, let's talk a bit about the palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the one that's called, wait, what is it called? Soft Glam. If you have been on my channel for a while, you know that I'm Swedish, and you also know that it was a Swedish retailer that leaked the palette, and that is Kicks, which is the biggest makeup store here in Sweden. They have an online store and they have actual stores. They were, I don't know if they had an intern or whatever was going on, but they leaked it on their Insta stories. But this is the thing, this has always been the thing with Kicks. They want to be part of the beauty community, but they don't do the research. Every time you get into the store, they're never giving their employers any information. Nobody knows when things are coming. Nobody knows when brands are releasing new things that might end up in Sweden. Nobody actually seems to care about makeup that works there. And it's like, if you want to be part of a hyped makeup world, if you want to be part of the makeup community, you have to actually be part of it. You have to read up, you have to look at these brands pages, and you have to see, you can't be just showing something new that you got sent to you without actually looking did they announce this palette? And this is very typical Kicks. I am not surprised, because I have not been very impressed with how they are handling news, how they are handling social media, and how they are informing their employers. I'm very sad for Anastasia and Novina for getting this leaked. I am not gonna buy this palette because it's too neutral for me, and I actually own a lot of these shades in singles, so I'm not getting this. But I totally get if other people want to get it, because it is a neutral palette in the color scheme that people seem to like. It's not for me, it's too neutral. I don't need this, but I feel sad for them for it being leaked. At first I thought it was just a joke, they were trolling the internet, because I was like, it can't be that stupid, but apparently they can. And I feel bad for them for this being leaked, but yeah, I'm not getting it. It's too neutral for me. It's probably gonna be what is it, $40, $45 or something. And I think it's being released a bit further on in the spring, because they didn't want to announce it just yet. But if you want to get it, I'm guessing it's going to be released this spring. I'm not getting it though, because it's not really my cup of tea. I also want to talk about something that I actually was really excited when I saw, and that is that Kiko Milano is coming out, they already did come out with a couple of palettes, smaller ones and big ones, and they look very pretty, and I haven't seen any makeup account to talk about them, and I don't really know why. When I looked at the pictures, one of them had 2 matte greens and 2 shimmery greens and a beautiful peachy pinky blush. Look beautiful. I mean, these are nice affordable, smaller palettes with some new color schemes, I think that these look pretty. If I see that green one, like if I see it and I can swatch it and it seems like good quality, I might actually end up picking it up because I think that that's a new fun concept. And if you're looking to try a new brand, and if you're looking to try some smaller palettes that doesn't seem to have the exact same colors as everybody else, maybe you could go to Kiko Milano's site and see if you could try any of these. I thought that they look really cool, and I have no idea why nobody's talking about them because they look fun. They look really fun. And I think that was everything for this video. Other things I wanted to talk about. I wasn't that sassy in this video, but some of these releases, I don't think they're bad releases, but they're just not really not for me, and that's not what I want to spend my money on. I have seen some really interesting things of, like, interesting pictures of things that are to be announced or that are coming, like sneak peeks, and I will totally talk about them as soon as they are being like more properly announced. I think that was everything. Remember, I do this video, like this video series, I do it every Sunday where I talk about new makeup releases, if I like them or not, if I think that there's something worth picking up, and if I'm picking it up. I also try to tell you whether or not I did actually pick it up. And if you want to be subscribed to my channel, the button is down below. I'd love to have you. I do upload quite a lot of videos, and I will see you in my next one, which will be tomorrow. Bye!